We just finished an awesome session out on the snow machines. It's beautiful out. The snow is really deep. This is an activity that you can enjoy on every corner of the province. The snow is really great this year. It's just an amazing opportunity to get outside, enjoy the winter months, and take advantage of this snowy season that we have every single year. But now I worked up an appetite. I'm feeling super hungry. And today I'm gonna show you how to make a venison banh mi. One of the things I like to make sure with this is you don't need to have a really big, thick piece of meat that'll take a really long time to cook. So the key here is to get a nice glaze with the sauce that we're gonna use and just cook it really as quickly as you possibly can over a hot flame. And you want some char on there. The char is really gonna enhance the flavor, and the heat is also gonna help that sauce get nice and sticky on the outside. So I've got my piece of venison. I'm going to take it just unseasoned, super simple to do it this way. Get it right over the flame. Once it's on the heat, I'm gonna take my char siu sauce. This is like a barbecue, a Chinese, Asian sort of barbecue sauce. You can really use any kind of barbecue sauce for this. That would work amazingly well. But we've got the char siu, and I'm just gonna spoon this on. If you don't have a brush, like I don't have a brush, we can just spoon this over top. So really simple. Get a nice coat over top of the meat, and we want to coat it really evenly, and we'll just keep on doing this in layers as the meat starts to heat up. So I've got some nice color going on this back side. This was the first side that hit the flame, and the sauce will stick to it really nice now that it's got a little bit of char and some grill marks on it. So I'm gonna hit that other side with my barbecue sauce. And again, like I said, we're just gonna take a few minutes with this, nurture it, make sure that it's getting sauce kind of all around as we go. And as the sauce starts to thicken and char on there, we'll just add some more and get a few different layers going. I got my buns warmed up. I'm just gonna put those off to the side for a second. And this meat, I've got some really good char on it. My temperature is looking great. So I'm gonna take it off and just let it rest for a minute. If you're at home, you'll probably wanna let it rest for about 10 minutes or so. So I'm gonna start slicing this meat up. I'm going to actually start on the narrow end of this because that's gonna offer a ton of flavor. Lots of crunchy stuff going on. So I'll just get that going. Usually that little end piece is the sampler. So you gotta try that. It's unbelievable. So you don't have to go paper thin with these cuts, but I like to go about a 1/4 inch or so, a little bit less maybe, 1/8 of an inch slice. And you can just go ahead and slice up the whole thing. Meat is sliced up, and now we can move on to assembly. We're gonna start with our bun, and on that bun, I like to get a little bit of sweet. I'm gonna use some hoisin sauce. So this, you can put, it's really preference at this point. You can put as much or as little as you want on there. So I'm gonna add a couple squiggles on either side of the bun. We're not gonna go too crazy. Then we're also going to add some mayo. So we're gonna add that on there as well. Then we're gonna go in with a little bit of heat and add the sriracha on there. Just the same idea, add a few squiggles. And now we're gonna add our meat. And we'll just start layering that meat right on there. Get in there and get some real good crispy pieces. Ho, 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 ho. There are so many good crispy bits in here. Now I'm gonna hit this with some cucumber. So I've got some slices of cucumber here. You can use ribbons, or I've got some little circles. So we're gonna add those on top. Just sort of stagger them, get a nice row. To go with those cucumbers, we are going to add what is called a daikon radish. It's a pickled, I've gone ahead and pickled some of the daikon and some carrot as well. So we usually got these like little matchsticks that we like to throw on top. So I'm gonna add a few of the daikon matchsticks on there. Everything just goes really well together. And to finish this off, we wanna put some fresh cilantro, and I like a little bit of mint on there as well. You don't have to add the mint, but I like a little bit of mint. So some fresh herbs, I've got some cilantro. You can just go in with the whole thing, the leaves and the stems and everything. Just adds a nice little fresh crunch to the whole mix. But again, if you don't like cilantro, you don't have to add it. Mint is also just a really nice hit of flavor on there as well. So grab your mint leaves, break them up a little bit, toss those on top, and that is it for assembly. So this little sandwich right here, the banh mi, is an amazing way to enjoy any type of game meat, and you can make it out in the wilderness, so you can make it at home. So for more information on this recipe, go ahead and check out the blog post link below.